back to episode 18. Taehyung lie on Jungkook's chest, listening to his steady heartbeat. Their breath slowly invented out the warmth between them lingering. Jungkook's arm wrapped secretly around him, his finger tracking smooth circles on his back. Jungkook, you okay? His voice broke the silence. Taehyung lifted his head, meeting Jungkook's gaze. Taehyung, yeah, his voice was soft. Are you? Jungkook nodded. Jungkook, better now. Taehyung turned his attention to the painting hanging on the opposite wall. It was the same one he had admired during the gala dinner, the one with two fingers reaching for each other. Jungkook's lips curled into a small smile. Jungkook, I do it then. Why? You said you weren't into art. Jungkook sighed, glancing at the painting before meeting Taehyung's eyes. Jungkook, because I saw how much you liked it. The way your eyes light up when you look at it. I couldn't let it go to someone else. Taehyung's heart clenched. Taehyung, Jungkook, you don't have to do that. Jungkook, you don't have to do that. Jungkook, I wanted to. His voice was firm. It reminded me of us, so close yet so far apart. And then you deserve nice things. If that painting made you even a little happy, then it was worth it. Taehyung was speechless. He hadn't expected such thoughtfulness over him. He leaned in and pressed a soft kiss to Jungkook's lips. Taehyung, thank you. His voice waved. I'm sorry for everything. I feel like I don't deserve you. Jungkook gazed softened. He brushed his thumb over Taehyung's cheek. Jungkook, I forgive you, and don't ever say that again. You deserve me just as much as I deserve you. Taehyung eyes stung and he nodded, unable to speak. A quiet happiness settled between them, but deep down he had a feeling that things weren't over yet. After a long pause, he spoke. Because he is my friend and I don't want this to stay. Jungkook sighed heavily. Jungkook, when are you planning to doing this? This weekend I will visit him at the bakery. It will be easier to talk there. Jungkook jaw tightened. Jungkook, you don't own him anything. He was about to kiss you and that wasn't your fault, Taehyung. I know. He placed a hand on Jungkook's chest, but I still need to clear the air for everyone's sake. Jungkook said slowly, clearly unhappy. Jungkook, fine, but I'm going with you. Taehyung blinked. Taehyung, you are going to stand there while I talk to him. Jungkook rolled his eyes but smiled. Taehyung, fine deal. Jungkook hands slid down his arm. Jungkook, one more thing. Taehyung, what? Jungkook, stay the night. Taehyung hesitated. Taehyung, you want me to stay? Jungkook, yes. His voice was soft. Turned out for a moment. Taehyung hesitated, but seeing the vulgarity in Jungkook's eyes, he gave in. Taehyung, okay, I will stay. Jungkook pulled him closer, his arms strong and secure around him as if he never wanted to let go. The weekend arrived sooner than Taehyung expected. The scent of fresh bread and pastries filled the air as he and Jungkook stepped into Denim's bakery. The place was lively. Customers chatted and laughing. Jungkook held the door open for him, their hands brushing briefly. Taehyung felt the tension in Jungkook's grip as his eyes searched for the room for Denim. He found him behind the counter, smiling at the customer. Jungkook, I will wait here. He nodded towards a table near the wind. Talk to him outside. Taehyung said but didn't argue. He knew this was already hard for Jungkook. As Taehyung approached the counter, Denim smile fluttered slightly. Denim Taehyung, his voice was warm but clear. This is surprise, Taehyung. Hey, he smiled slightly. Do you have a minute? I want to talk. Denim hesitated, glancing at the busy shop before nodding. Denim, let me grab someone to cover for me. We can step outside. A few minutes later, they stood on the sidewalk. Denim shoved his hand into his pocket, looking tense. Denim, what's on your mind? Taehyung took a deep breath. Taehyung, I wanted to talk about what happened, about the failed case. Denim looked away, his expression unreadable. Denim, I shouldn't have done that. I know it was wrong. I'm sorry if I made things complicated. Taehyung, you did, he admitted, but I didn't feel the same way. Denim's gaze flickered to the bakery's window where Jungkook sat, watching them. Denim, it's him, isn't it? Taehyung nodded. Denim let out a quiet sigh, shaking his head. Denim, I saw the way he looked at you, the way he looked at you look at him. I guess I just hoped, Taehyung, that there was a chance. His voice was gentle. I get it, but I don't want to lose you as a friend, Denim. You are important to me. Denim was silent for a moment before nodding. Denim, I will be fine. I just need time. Taehyung, take your time. You need. He squeezed Denim's arm lightly. Just no, I'm still your friend. Denim gave a small, sad smile as Taehyung turned back towards the bakery. His eyes met Jungkook. Jungkook, well, Taehyung, it's done. He exhaled in relief. I told him I just want to be friends. Jungkook's shoulder relaxed slightly. A small smile approached on his lips. Jungkook, good. Now let's go. We have a date to get to. Taehyung clenched, shaking his head. Taehyung, I knew you were waiting for this moment. Jungkook's mouth taken his hand. Jungkook, you are not wrong. Taehyung let out a laugh, squeezing Jungkook's hand as they walk out of the bakery together. After talking with them, Taehyung felt lighter, as if the weight had finally been lifted. Taehyung had been understanding, though Taehyung could still see the sadness in his eyes. He only hoped that in the time they could figure things out and remain friends. As he walked towards the car, Jungkook's hand rested on his back, guiding him gently. Taehyung, so where are we going, Jungkook? You will see. He smiled as he helped them into the passenger seat. Taehyung, you really not going to tell me? He frowned as Jungkook stared at the engine. Jungkook, nope, it's a surprise. His smile hidden, but I will let you tell you this. It's our day, just you and me. Our day. The day he said it made something warm bloom in Taehyung's cheeks. Jungkook had been in an unusual good mood all morning. Except when they stood up by the bakery, Taehyung could tell he was excited about whatever he had planned. Jungkook had told him to bring extra clothes and wear shorts, which made Taehyung think they were going. The weather was perfect, warm with a gentle breeze, and the first real taste of summer. The drive was peaceful, winding through the thick green trees before opening to the breathtaking view of ocean. The waves simmered under the sunlight, stretching endlessly into the horizon. Taehyung stared in awe, and when he glanced at Jungkook, he found him watching him with a pleased smile. Jungkook, we are almost here. He turned into a private road. Taehyung's sleek modern building had large window and natural wood accent blending beautifully with the surroundings. Jungkook, this is my family's beach house. He parked the car and turned to Taehyung. It's private. No one will bother us here. Taehyung followed Jungkook down the wooden steps leading to the beach. The warm sand breathed beneath his feet. The sound of waves and the salty ocean breeze. It was all so peaceful. Come on, sit with me. Taehyung sat beside him, soaking in the warmth of the sun. He pulled out a book he had brought along, quickly losing himself into the pages. Beside him, Jungkook stretched out his sunglasses, catching the sunlight. After a while, Jungkook leaned over to glance at the cover. Jungkook, what are you reading? Taehyung, just something I have been meaning to finish. He held the book up for Jungkook to see. Jungkook smiled. Jungkook, we are at a private beach and you are reading. Come on, Taehyung. Taehyung, what's wrong with that? He laughed. It's a good book. Jungkook, not good enough to waste a perfect day. He stood, brushing the scent off his shorts. Come on, let's go for a swim. Taehyung, I'm fine right here. He turned a page. Jungkook, oh no, you are not. Before Taehyung could protest, Jungkook grabbed his wrist and pulled him onto his feet. You can read later. Right now, you are coming with me. Taehyung, Jungkook. He laughed, trying to pull away as Jungkook dragged him towards the waves. He barely managed to drop his book before they reached it. The water was cool against his feet, a sharp contrast to the warm sand. Jungkook didn't let go of his hand as they waded deeper. When the water reached their Taehyung splashed him lightly, grinning when Jungkook turned to give him a playful glare. Jungkook, you are going to regret that. He launched forward, catching Taehyung around his waist before they both toppled onto the water. Taehyung came up. Jungkook, you are adorable when you are annoyed. He grinned, pulling them closer, his arm wrapped securely around him. Their bodies pressed together. The world seems to fade as Jungkook leaned in, brushing his lips softly against Taehyung's. The kiss was gentle, warm, filled with everything unspoken between them. Jungkook, I like this, he whispered against Taehyung's lips. Taehyung smiled. Taehyung, me too. They spent the rest of the afternoon playing in waves, walking along the shore and just enjoying each other's presence. By the Jungkook headed straight to the kitchen, rolling up his sleeves. Taehyung, you cook? He leaned against the counter, watching in amusement. Jungkook, don't look so surprised. Jungkook shot him a grin. I have hidden talents. Then watched as Jungkook moved around the kitchen with easy, chopping vegetables, seasoning the food. Soon the delicious accent of garlic and herbs filled the air. When Jungkook finally set the plates on the table, Taehyung took a bite and his eyes widened. Taehyung, this is really good, like restaurant level good. Jungkook smiled, clearly pleased with himself. Jungkook, better than eating baked goods all day, right? Taehyung rolled his eyes. They ate in comfortable silence, the sound of waves in the background. Taehyung, this is nice. He set his fork down and leaned back. Jungkook reached across the table, taking Taehyung's hand in his. Jungkook, it doesn't have to be here. Taehyung squeezed his hand gently. After dinner, they moved to the couch. Jungkook pulled Taehyung into his arm, holding him close. The rhythmic sound of ocean and the warmth of Jungkook's ambience lured them into a peaceful days, but eventually they had to leave. The car ride home was quiet, not in an uncomfortable way. Every now and then Jungkook rested his hand on Taehyung's thigh, a silent reassurance when they arrived at the stage. They carried their bags upstairs. Taehyung stopped at Jungkook's room. Taehyung, I should let you get some sleep. He turned to leave. Jungkook wait. He grabbed Taehyung's hand. His arms slipped around Taehyung's waist, his head resting to the couch of his neck. Stay with me tonight, Taehyung exhaled, leaning into him. Taehyung, aren't you sick of me yet? Jungkook clenched. Jungkook not even close. They stood there for a while, wrapped in each other's warmth. There was nothing urgent about Jungkook's embrace, just a quick need to hold on to the moment a little longer. Jungkook, I'm glad today happened. His voice was soft. Taehyung smiled, feeling the steady rhythm of Jungkook's heartbeat against his cheeks. Then, as if the words slipped out before he could stop them, Jungkook murmured, I love you, Taehyung. The air stilled, but he didn't pull away. Instead, he steadied himself and said it again, more firmly this time. Jungkook, I love you. The next day, it was early morning when Jungkook and Taehyung were summoned to Mr. Jeon's office. The air in Grand Jeon mansion was crispy, yet an undeniable tension lingered between the two as they walked side by side. Jungkook glanced at Taehyung with concern but assurance. Taehyung thought, always calm and composed, felt his hands slightly tremble. He had served the Jeons for years, dedicated his life to the household, and now he was As they entered the office, Mr. Jeon sat at his large mahogany desk, a soft cage locked into them. Beside him, Mrs. Jeon sat with an unreadable expression, her fingers slightly tapping at the table. Sit, Mr. Jeon commanded. Jungkook straightened his back but await, while Taehyung hesitated for a brief second before taking the seat beside him. There was a silence so suffocating that Taehyung could hear his own heartbeat. Then Mr. Jeon leaned forward, resting his elbow on the desk and his piercing eyes standing on Taehyung. Mr. Jeon, Taehyung, I have a question for you. Taehyung swelled his in his thought. He bowed slightly out of respect, tried hard to be expressionless, but failed a bit. Taehyung, yes sir. Mr. Jeon studies him for a moment before speaking, his voice firm yet calm. Mr. Jeon, what exactly is your relationship with Jungkook? The words sent a cold shiver down Taehyung's spine. His fingers clenched onto his lap. He had expected this moment to come, but not this soon. He glanced at Jungkook, who was already staring at his father, jaw tight and eyes filled with defense. To be continued. So everyone, there is 2 more episodes left. I hope you will enjoy it. So what do you think? What is Mr. Jeon is asking about, and if he know about this, so what is gonna be his reaction? Is he gonna accept taekook easily or not? There is a lot of question. Okay, comment it down whatever you're thinking, your imagination. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye bye. Love you.